What's up, travellers? SJ Aviation HQ coming at you with another video for you today. Today we're going to be doing the model review of the Etihad 787-10 Dreamliner by NG Models. This is in the Greenliner livery. I received this model a few months ago now. I believe it was during November or October which I got it. Bought the model back in March, I believe, and it arrived late due to the current state of the world, the freight being slow, etc. So not exactly upset with the delay that it came with. Of course, this model was purchased alongside some other model aircraft that I have I've opened on my Instagram account. If you're interested in supporting me on that account, the link is in the description below. The first link in the socials tab. Of course, this model arrived with some other models that one particular model which I have reviewed on this channel. That was the Aeroflot A350-900 by Gemini Jets. If you're interested in checking out that video, there's a card in the top right corner right about now. So go ahead and click that card so you can check out the video. So before we check out the box art, which you can see very nicely in the middle of the shot at the moment, I'm going to be going through some information about Etihad as an airline, and then diving into some information about this specific aircraft. So, founded in July 2003, Etihad Airways is the second flag carrier of the United Arab Emirates and is headquartered in the nation's capital of Abu Dhabi. Etihad is also the second largest airline behind Big Brother Emirates. According to the popular aviation website planespotters.net, Etihad has a total of 104 aircraft, which includes 39 Boeing 787 Dreamliners, which includes 30 of the 787-9s and 9 of the 787-10s. You can actually make out a -9 in the video right about there. Apologies for my finger there. And in this order, for the fleet, they are to welcome on an additional 1 aircraft that is currently on order, in which I believe is another 787-10. So that's basically the information about the airline, some brief information. Now some information regarding this aircraft. So the MEC number of this aircraft is 60765. The aircraft line number was 954, which means this aircraft was the 954th 787 to roll off the production line. The aircraft is a Boeing 787-10 Dreamliner, so that the longest of the 3 variants, of course, is the -8, the -9, and the -10. This aircraft is the -10. The aircraft's age as of today, which is December the 29th, 2020, is 0.9 years old. The aircraft was built and produced in Charleston, South Carolina. The airframe status is currently active, which means it's currently operating with the airline and not grounded. The aircraft's registration, as you can see on the box, is Alpha 6-Bravo Mike Hotel. This aircraft was delivered during January of 2020. The aircraft is equipped with 2 General Electric Gen X-1 Bravo engines, and the aircraft is iconically called the Greenliner. And some remarks for you. This aircraft was ferried between Charleston International Airport and Abu Dhabi between January the 22nd and 23rd of 2020 for its delivery flight. And just a little bit of fun facts we have here. This aircraft ran an eco flight between Abu Dhabi and Brussels during January of 2020. I believe that was because this aircraft was signed between Etihad and Boeing as per an agreement to run on biofuel, which is the reason why the aircraft is green. I'm not particularly knowledgeable on that side of things, so if you could let me know in the comment section below about why, in a more of a descriptive way of letting me know why the aircraft is actually painted in green. Do let me know. And yeah, that's basically the information regarding this this review. So now let's go ahead and dive in into the information regarding this the box you can see in the shot. So here we have top corner, or basically going across the top of the box, we have the Boeing 787-10 Dreamliner titles. In the middle we have the 2D rendering of the Etihad-10 Greenliner. A beautiful livery, one of my favorites. Here we have the Dreamliner logo. Bottom left of the box we have the Etihad logo in white, and next to that, left of the logo we have Etihad again. I believe that is in Arabic. Below the Etihad logo we have the registration, which of course is Alpha 6-Bravo Mike Hotel. And below that, bottom left of the box, we have the Boeing officially licensed product symbol there, and of course the information regarding the 787, the Dreamliner, and the crescent moon of the Dreamliner logo. Bottom right of the front of the box we have the NG Models logo, which signifies that this model was in fact built or released by NG. And in the bottom right corner we have the 1:400 scaled collectible models in die-cast metal. Bottom panel we have the Dreamliner logo, the Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner titles in the top right, top left that is. Bottom left we have the NG Models logo, and on the right side of this panel we have the 2D rendering of the aircraft and the registration underneath. On the right panel we have the same as the previous panel, but we have the green Etihad logo in the middle and the 1:400 scale die-cast aircraft titles. This panel is the same as the other side, as the opposite. This is the same as the opposite side. And on the back of the box we have, top left corner, we have a more of a pale green NG Models logo. We have the 2D rendering of the aircraft in the middle, the Dreamliner logo below that, and then the NG Models social handles, of course, that they are different now. Their Instagram is at NG Models Global, without the hyphen, I believe it is, and then there's the website. The item number for this model is 56005. Of course, that is in the barcode there, and then we have the warning information. Not suitable for children under 14 years of age, and of course I haven't mentioned the beautifully designed box art of the box in terms of all the geometric triangles, etc. Beautifully done by NG Models. So that's basically it for the information regarding the airline, the aircraft, and the box. So now let's go ahead and check out the model. And here is this beautiful model of the Etihad Boeing 787-10 Dreamliner by NG Models. Doesn't it look beautifully done? So now I'm going to be doing an in-depth review from left to right, nose to tail, and then I'll show you the belly of the aircraft. And while we're going through, I'll give you some information regarding the aircraft. So let's go ahead and check out the model. So going ahead with the the front of the aircraft. Just here we can make out the nose cone. Underneath that is the weather radar, which of course shows the weather information for the pilots in terms of whether they're going to go through some rough weather, and if they need to go on a different flight path, or etc. So above that we have the cockpit windows just here, and you may be able to make out this little mark just here, which is letter H, which is hotel in the phonetic alphabet, and that is the last letter of the registration. All aircraft, no matter what, in terms of commercial passenger aircraft or cargo aircraft like the 747 freighters, etc., have the little letters on the top of the cockpit windows to signify what aircraft it is in the fleet. So continuing with the review, we have here the angle of attack just here, and below that is the torpedo tubes. Just below that we have Mike Hotel, the last two letters of the registration, and that is on the nose gear door, and just below that is the nose gear itself. Here we have the flag of the United Arab Emirates. If this was an Emirates aircraft, the flag would be on the tail fin. Continuing to the right of the flag is the L1 door, nicely bordered by the green outline of the door. Very nicely done, nice details of the door itself. Here we have the cabin windows going from here to here. Of course, here we have the Arabic writing of Etihad, reading it from right to left, and here we have Etihad written in green, and that is in English. Below the cabin windows we have from Abu Dhabi to the world, which is the slogan or the tagline of Etihad. Here we have the first antenna, and to the right of the D of Etihad we have the L2 door, and to the right of that we have I believe that's the coat of arms of the United Arab Emirates. As of course Etihad is headquartered in the capital city of Abu Dhabi, and basically the home airport of the country. Of course, Dubai International Airport would of course be the largest airport of in the UAE, which of course is the base of Emirates. So going down the aircraft, showing you that the gears do in fact roll. Here we have the engines. I'm going to give you some views inside the engines in a moment. So here we can make out this side's Gen X1 Bravo engine. Here we have the vortex generator, which is on the inside of the engine. So that is like between the engine and the fuselage. That is to so when the engines are at full throttle, of course there will be a bit of vortex that goes off the ground into the intake. On rotation, if you're a passenger on this side of the aircraft, on this part of the aircraft, and of course on the other side, you may be able to make out the little vapor part that goes over the engines. That is fully designed to happen. So I'm not particularly sure why it's meant to happen. If you can let me know in the comments below, and give me some information regarding that would be handy for me. Here we have the landing light, the wing light that's on the wing, and going down the wing of the aircraft to the raked wingtip, one of my favorite parts of the aircraft. We can make out the red navigation light just here, and somewhere around there should be the strobe light that's on the wing. So of course we have on top of the fuselage, just in the middle of the shot, which is just here, the SATCOM or the Wi-Fi box. That's to give the IFE that's on board the aircraft. Of course, IFE stands for in-flight entertainment in terms of the aviation world. Not particularly sure what this is on top of the aircraft just here. If you could let me know what that is, that'd be nice. Here we have the L3 door going down the aircraft, just giving you this angle here. Here we have the quite large Dreamliner logo. Of course, that is in green. Of course, this aircraft is nicknamed the Greenliner. Here we have the registration, which of course is Alpha 6-Bravo Mike Hotel. The fourth door, which is the L4 door, and the last two antenna on the top of the aircraft, you may be able to make out the bottom antenna, which is just there. And here we have a storage compartment on this side of the aircraft. And now let's focus on the part of the aircraft that does the business. Of course, there's many components in an aircraft that fly the aircraft. Of course, the engines are what make it go forward, but an aircraft would not be able to function properly without the tail fin. And here it is, the beautifully coloured tail fin of the Greenliner. Of course, you can also call it the vertical stabilizer. To the left and the right of that, we have the horizontal stabilizers. Here is the leading edge of the horizontal stabilizer. Here is the APU of the aircraft, and you may be able to make out these small dots. They are the logo lights or the tail lights. So if this was night operations, you may be able to, if you're at an airport, you may be able to see the tail fin and not much else of the aircraft. That is, of course, because the tail fin is being lit up by the little lights that are on the horizontal stabilizers. So that is basically this side of the aircraft. So now bear with me as we go ahead and look at the other side of the aircraft. First, of course, let's look into the engines here. Beautifully nice details in the engines. Of course, the fan blades do rotate. And of course, I'll show you the belly in a moment, showing you the landing gear. And of course, here is this side of the aircraft. Of course, the only real difference between this side of the aircraft is that there is a cargo compartment just here, and a cargo compartment just here at the end of the pointer there. There is a green navigation light on this wing just here. Maybe to make it out just there at the end of the pointer. And some more details on this side of the aircraft. The writing of from Abu Dhabi to the world, which was English on the other side. On this side is Arabic. And that is basically the model. Of course, one other detail that I've just seen on the aircraft is that you may be able to make out, my apologies, just getting used to this tripod. You may be able to make out this little detail just here. That is the emergency escape hatch for the cockpit. Of course, if there was an emergency going on, there'll be the standard slides that go out each side of the aircraft. For the cockpit and the pilots, it's a little bit more difficult because they are technically meant to be the last 2 or 3 people on the aircraft, and that is the part of the aircraft that they would have to go out of. That is, of course, if the slides out of each doors are fully operational. So now, before we end the video, I am going to show you the belly of the aircraft. Do bear with me here. So here we have the bottom of the nose gear door just there, and the nose gear itself. Here we have the billboard titles on the bottom side of the aircraft. You may be able to make out the beacon light that's in the center of the shot, just at the end of the middle of the E. The stand hole that's where the H is, and the landing gear, they do in fact roll, as you can make out. They do roll, and the landing gear doors that is on the above and below the A of Etihad. Going down the aircraft, there is the antenna of the aircraft, and here is the APU, and the APU door that's just in front of it. On the underside of the wing here, we have the registration Alpha 6-Bravo Mike Hotel, and here we have the underside of the engines, very nicely detailed. And just to give you an indication, these gears do not tilt, but they do in fact roll. So that is the review of the aircraft. Thank you very much for coming along and joining me for this update. If you're interested in joining or supporting me on Instagram, please come along and support me on my airport account. The link is in the description box below. It is the first link for the airport. The second link is for the livery designs account, which I have. That's where I upload the designs I do of airline liveries on Photoshop. Of course, the airport account is where I'm more active. If you like the sound of live streams of unboxings, live streams of model releases, and general photos of my model collection, do come along and support me on Instagram. If you're interested in joining a Discord server, come along and join the one I'm in, based around aviation, the Global Aviation Alliance. I highly recommend it. There's a bunch of great guys and girls in the server. If you're interested in joining, drop a comment below, and I'll start your process of application. And of course, if you're interested in watching the last review I did, it was the review of the Dreamstate flight 787-9. A card shall be in the top right corner of the video right about now. And just to finish, thank you very much for coming along and joining me for this video. If you're interested in watching the last video I did, it was the update of Astra International Airport, update number 8. The video should be on the left hand side. On the right hand side, we have the full list of model reviews. If you want to check out the playlist, on the right hand side is where you go. In the middle is the button or the place to subscribe. Of course, ding that bell icon so you don't miss out on any future videos. But of course, until the next video, fly safe, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.